First off, rest in peace, neighborhood nip. I ain't crip, but I'm on that neighborhood shoot. Building business, it's that black owned. If you hustle, better hustle till your pack gone. If you work, better work till your back hurt. And if you rap, make it better than your last verse. Yeah, more lyrics. Move Javante
AJ, El Presidente, Eddie Kane University. Hill gon' heal, regardless. You, B. Cannon, Bethel High School, by way of 3-Man Weave, LLC.
Michelle, producer, Faith over here.
You can catch this wave from the Marlins to the Mariners. Doing things you can't believe. It's the 3-Man Weave.
Hill left us.
What's good people?
Nah, I'm good, bro.
Oh, okay, just had to make.
I thought I was having technical difficulties.
He had to save himself.
You know it.
Yep, but your favorite pod is back with a brand new episode 159, I believe.
Yeah, 159. We back at it, man.
Yeah, we rolling, and Hill might be having technical difficulties. But you already know who it is. It's your guy, B. Cannon, Commander. Yep, he having difficulties. But Commander Fan Official. And as always, I got with me.
You already know what it is. It's your boy AJ. I am not an extraordinaire of anything at this point in time because I just here watching baseball, and baseball season is pretty depressing for me at this point in time because the Angels, it's like I can't, like I was on a high, but now the Angels have brought me back down to earth.
Well, good. You need to be brought back down to earth.
Kiss ass.
But I'm enjoying baseball as well. Shout out to the Yankees, my squad. We look to have control over the American League East right now. So hopefully, we can keep that up. It's a long way to go, and maybe we'll touch on that more on the show. But what's good, Hill? Can you hear us?
He can't. So while Hill's trying to work out his shit, you already know where you can find us. You can find us on Facebook at 3-Man Weave Group. You can find us on YouTube, because if you're here right now, you done found us. But obviously, I'm going to need you to tell some more people where they can find us. And all of you that is here right now, make sure you hit that thumbs up button that's right down there. Give us one of these. Give us that thumbs up. And if you see anybody that come in here and you ain't seen them in the group, or you don't know if they subscribe, press their ass. Be like, hey, make sure you subscribe to the 3-Man Weave podcast. Also, you can find us on Instagram and Twitter at 3-Man Weave _. We are on Twitch as well at 3-Man Weave. We gonna need y'all in these dog days of summer months to really start emailing us some topics. podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. Because I guarantee y'all don't want me to start coming up with some topics, because if I'm coming up with the topics, oh man, we gonna get canceled. So
bring them up, man.
All right, shitting me. You gonna see what I got. But as we wait on Hill to kind of
he just needs to go home and restart, man.
Yes, as we wait for Hill to go ahead and fix it. He might be back. Let's see. Can you hear us? Give us a thumbs up.
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Nah, y'all know I be going through it, man. He'll go here regardless over here, bro. This shit is ridiculous, dog.
Gracious. I'm like, God damn, this boy just keep jumping in, jumping out. I'm trying to make sure that
bro. But I feel like we could hear you. We heard you the first time, but it's all good.
So now that we think that we have Hill back, and everyone is present and accounted for, man, God, he ain't just do that. He didn't just do that.
Man.
Look, I wish I could see his face, because I can see him backstage right now. That boy's stressed. He over there like this.
He doing the Cuba Gooden, the Trey.
You all right, man?
It's the
I'm
internet.
trying, bro. It just keep going in and out. Like I don't know what's going on.
It's probably just your service, my boy.
Nah, I ain't losing no servers or nothing, bro. It's this equipment, bro. You know my shit bad. Like,
Boy,
we gonna
that X videos be running your shit ragged, don't it?
you know what I'm saying? It's out again.
Ah, goodness gracious.
Out again, bro.
He looks sad. Y'all see the sadness on his face? Look at him. Just look at him.
There you go.
Hey, man. So we've had some Instagram has really been keeping me entertained lately, and it's a conversation. It's a conversation piece that's going on right now that sparked tons and tons and tons of memes right now about a separated family in Chicago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where one of the women, her child's father, brought her son some McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
But there was three other kids in the house, and it has sparked some debate on whether or not it is that man's responsibility to bring the rest of the kids some food, because, as the mother was saying, this kid can't be in the house eating McDonald's when my other kids aren't in the house eating McDonald's. So I want to know, like, Cannon, your thoughts. The fours, please chime in. Let us know what your thoughts are as well.
Man, it's definitely not his responsibility, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So she was definitely wrong there. But I've seen a lot of people saying, "Oh, I was raised different. I would have," and that's perfectly fine if a guy wants to, or a mother wants to do that for the other parent. You know, I'm not against anybody if they want to do that, but to say that it's somebody's responsibility and to say that they have to provide for all the other children that aren't theirs, that's absurd. You don't even know his financial situation. Like, what if that was all he had, was what he spent on that food for his son? And then, super ungrateful, she threw it in the street. Like, she's more concerned with making a statement on the internet than actually feeding her children. Then the excuses is what gets me. It's just, in this day and time, nobody is held accountable anymore. She's like, well, you know, my food stamps don't get here till such and such date. Like, what does that got to do with me? Especially if we're not together. If we're together, that's a different story. If we're not together, like, I listen, that's why I'm bringing my son some food, because I know you don't have any food stamps right now. But you got to talk to the other daddies, or you got to get out here and grind,
be on a schedule
on your own. But you know what? Also, if you had asked me in a more respectful way, like, hey, listen, I really don't have nothing for my other kids right now. I know you was bringing such and such some food. If you wouldn't mind getting the other one some food, hold me down, I would greatly appreciate it. He might have. You see what I'm saying? But when you try to act like it's my responsibility to take care of kids that aren't mine, and I still feel like he played it calm and cool the whole time. Like,
exactly. And for me personally, it's the decent thing to do. Yes,
definitely
it's the decent thing to do. But also, there are, like, from like reading the comments and a lot of the stuff that's going on, everyone's calling them, oh, you a broke ass, this if you can't afford to bring the other children some McDonald's as well. But also, like I said before, well, like you said, and I'll reiterate, it is also not his responsibility to feed those other kids. And you can't in your, like, yourself, call this man a broke ass, whatever, for taking care of his responsibility. Like, that's his child. Those other children are your responsibilities along with their father. So that is my responsibility. So I'm making sure that my child is fed. If I'm bringing my child McDonald's, because say maybe my child, messaged me and said, hey, daddy, I want McDonald's, we ain't eating, or whatever the case may be, or something like, we eat noodles or something. He's like, oh, I'll stop and grab you some McDonald's, whatever the case may be. He is in no way wrong, especially if We don't know the situation. She was saying, her food stamps don't come in, stuff like that. We don't know what their financial situation is. They both could be extremely low income and making, minimum wage. Minimum wage is $7 some places. So yeah, people talking about a cheeseburger is only $1, but I've been a broke college student just trying to feed myself, where I've had to scrape together some dollars and search in the couch, search where I can find some cars, and try and grab me a cookout tray or something. You dig what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily just saying, oh, because I'm bringing my child. So okay, because I'm bringing my child McDonald's, I got to feed all your other kids, and I believe it was 3 or 4 kids. And then, like you said, for me, it made her look like weird as hell to be sitting up there and recording it and trying to put him on blast and doing all of this shit, saying, "Oh, you a goofy, you this, you that." Where it's like,
her priority clearly is in the wrong place.
Yeah, your priority is trying to make me out to be something and prove something to a whole bunch of other people, when it should be like, okay, you're feeding one of my children.
And none of their opinions are gonna help feed these kids.
Exactly. Like you're reaching, like you're trying to
be in the comments.
And that's the thing I hate about this generation, is everyone, instead of nobody knows how to be an adult. Like, why are you sitting there with your phone out trying to argue when it's literally just like, hey, thank you. Maybe next time, if you're gonna do something, call ahead. Maybe he can come sit in the car with you or something like that. Or let me know that you're doing it, so we can coordinate all of the kids having McDonald's. Maybe we even go half on the rest of the kids or whatever. Like, I can tell you, hey, bring something for the rest of the kids, but don't just be out here trying to downplay me, to shit on me for a responsibility that's not mine. It's not my responsibility to feed your other kids, especially if they were together, which they weren't. If they were together,
they weren't.
Then that would be another thing where it's like, okay, when you're in a relationship with somebody and they have kids, like it or not, you're choosing them because that's a package deal. But y'all not in a relationship, so that obligation is not his.
But she also got to at least, real quick here, she just got to at least have the common decency. This one thing that bothers me about this generation. If I get in an argument with any one of y'all and we're face to face, I'm not recording that to post that. You see what I'm saying? I at least and they don't even have to be y'all. It could be someone that I don't even respect. It could be someone out there. I'm not finna record an argument between me and another adult to use it later on as any type of publicity, man. I just don't get that.
Man, if you pull your phone out and we having an argument, I'm gonna yell for World Star before you can. It's just gonna be some shit.
But just like y'all said, like you say, it's a decent thing to do, common courtesy thing to do, to feed everybody else. But once again, it's the word that I have, obligation.
Exactly.
And he's definitely not obligated to do anything other than provide for his child.
That's when she
double down on, I'm not gonna double down on what y'all just said. I was watching it on my phone while I was trying to reload my laptop. But
yeah.
What I'm saying, y'all definitely hit all the points. But it was, it was just funny. It was just a sad era, man. I mean, sad. I mean, I'm glad he kept his cool.
Yeah, I am too.
And hopefully, it's a learning moment for himself. But let's take this devil's advocate. Hold on. Sounds like the dude should just get custody of her kid. Have to wait until her assistant kids.
I mean, if it's that much of a financial burden, maybe that maybe that should be lifted off of you. That's a good point.
I seen a comment earlier. Somebody else had reposted and made it a discussion. I seen somebody comment. The other siblings may start to resent that child. How we supposed to feel about that?
And that's a part of sibling growing. I have siblings. There's gonna be. You have to learn when there's siblings. Everything ain't for you. There's a time and something for everybody. And if you went through college and you ever read any type of psychology, that's a part of sibling rivalry. Is there gonna be some resentments and some moments of envy or jealousy? That just comes with it. But it doesn't gotta snowball into a Cain and Abel situation. You feel me? It could stay civil. Like, I'm pretty sure at some point or another time, my siblings and I all did through that. That's just through natural living with our parents, not even on no separation type thing. So it's like that's you can't stop that anyway. That's a part of life. It's gonna happen. Even happen with animal siblings. You feel me?
And sometimes you try to
they do the
sometimes
same
you try
thing.
to just grasp all aspects of everything before you just go, jump out the window. So I was just trying to get another perspective because, like I said, me and my sister 9 years apart, so we might have had the little sibling rivalry, or some things that she did that I couldn't do, and vice versa, or some things that I got, when I grew up that she didn't have. So it's, we didn't have that resentment. So I don't know. I couldn't relate to what.
I mean,
but that's hold on,
resentment, but I could have been upset. I do remember like being upset. Oh, if it's not my birthday, and you know what I'm saying, it's not your day. Especially like when you're younger, you have to be taught it's not your turn. I remember my mom
and that's why
those talks with me.
And this is why one of the things I hate about this participation trophy era that we live in, because now so you saying I'm supposed to bring all your kids this, and it makes everyone have this sense of entitlement that they're just supposed to be handed things. Like, no, you're not supposed to just be given things. It should you're supposed to teach your kids. It's not about, you shouldn't resent your sibling because his dad brought McDonald's. What I need to do is we need to have a conversation with your father, and say, hey, such and such dad brings him McDonald's on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yeah.
Hey, in order for your son to, really, feel included with his brother and sister, I'm gonna need you to, we can, work together on getting, McDonald's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday around this time. So I can just get them all McDonald's. So when he comes, because if he's doing what he because she said he does this all the time. So if he's literally making the effort, coming to you to see his child, drop off the food, whatever the case may be, so his child can have the McDonald's if he wants the McDonald's, there needs to be a schedule and a discussion had with you and the other fathers of your children, because it's like, hey, to me, trying to stop a man to try and do his fatherly thing, that's a deadbeat parent in my eyes. Like, you can to me that's the version of a deadbeat mother, where you're trying to stop someone, trying to be to make it difficult for the father, and make it difficult for it to be a partnership, because now it's like you're making it difficult and making it to a situation where he's trying to do something to help you and alleviate things for you, because obviously your assistants ain't kicking in. So what were they eating? So, it's like he's trying to help and trying to have that rapport.
Then you threw food away. You threw food away when you just admitted that you had hungry children in the house. That's the kicker for me. Like, that's dumb. Like, I hate to say that, but that's just flat out dumb. There's no way around that. So it's like, and she act like that was her big touchdown or her big moment. And bro just walked away because he's calculating in his mind. He's like, well, how stupid is that? Like, how stupid is that? Like, you're wasting food, but arguing with me about not your food stamps not being here and not having enough food. Like AJ said, now that's one less that you got to figure out.
Now everybody in the house hungry, like,
right.
This is terrible.
Now look at you.
Look at yourself, son. I mean, hopefully, like I said, they can learn from this moment. They can grow from this moment, and make better decisions moving forward. Different decisions, that whatever. Just do everything differently next time, and hopefully a positive outcome comes from this. Even though this was a negative, negative aspect, how she went about it. Let's move on, man.
Yeah, I hope bro do get custody though. I don't know what his situation is, but I hope you can get it, bro.
Yeah, because I mean,
they going through it.
Because you bring that up in court, I think
that should help, man.
That should help. Yeah. I don't feel I don't feel like it's
you at least get joint custody.
Exactly. I don't think that's a mentally stable environment. And it's like if you ain't planning out your assistance properly, and you turning away a meal, and then you throw it in the street, hey, we gonna have to have some long, hard discussions.
Facts.
And I want my money for this Happy Meal back.
So y'all. So last week We had a Versus.
Oh my gosh, bro. This thing, bro.
And if we find some we can be.
A question about that joint, though,
Let's get these jokes off first.
It's all time. So look, right. Kev, one of the fours. I don't know if he on here now, but he had posted on just his personal Facebook the next day that was the greatest verses of all time, right? So I said how, right? I said it was a complete landslide. I'm talking about the main event, right? Mario and Omarion, and he says, "Oh, I ain't talking about the actual verses." He said, "I'm talking about for far as me laughing, like
straight entertainment
the entire time." So I said, in terms of entertainment, it might have been the greatest. But just starting with Ray J and them, man.
Yeah.
First off,
yeah,
Ray J being in it alone, I knew that shit was gonna be funny. Like him just being in it, I knew it was gonna be funny. But then
naturally,
just naturally, it was gonna be funny because he's just a naturally funny dude. Like, but then the way it all played out, oh my god, goodness. Holding the baby, blaming the baby, them sing. Bro, when they were singing the song in the corner, his teammate left him and went to go sing.
Because he said that he was flat or he missed the key or something. So you know what I mean? But then they froze him out of his own song. You feel me? Like he was tight too.
Boy, them boys just huddled up and just
what you not about to do? Y'all keep singing my song. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm shutting down verse.
It's 3 of them, bro.
I'm gonna pull a busy bone or something and throw the mic or something. We go somebody getting shoved. God damn it!
That joint was too funny. The way that he was singing, he didn't have no confidence to take it from them.
I mean,
because he didn't sound like he could sing at all. I'm
keep it a buck. Like, I was like, come on, bro. There ain't but so much studio. And with some of them, notes, you got to be able to hold some of those notes.
The studio did all of that, bro.
If that's the case, I'm about to drop. If studios do that, Mario, holla at me. If you can do those to the vocals, I'm dropping albums.
Hey, you feel me? Look, I'm about to go in there. I got the shower's greatest hits. I got a little something. I can hold a little something. You know, I can go out there and do that.
I got a baby too.
Hey, me too. Shit, we can stand up there and hold them together.
Hold babies and just sing. You know what I'm saying? Together.
Y'all boy Omarion, man, he took the Jewels route, man.
He let me down. He definitely let me down.
He ain't do no real training. He probably trained for a few days before this. Forgot how difficult it was because he was not just a regular singer. He's a singer and a dancer. And he forgot how much work it took when he was at his peak to do both. And I truly believe had he been more prepared, he could have sounded better because I don't think that's his true voice. But I just feel like he was gassed, bro. Like
hold on, AJ, before you go. Okay. Or catalog wise, he blatantly underestimated Mario.
Oh, but the thing is, Mario's a better singer. I knew that. So it's like, I knew that's what you rely on in the verses. You need to stick to your strength.
Go ahead, AJ.
And he understood that, man. I'm gonna make sure that when it's my go, I'm killing it. When it's your go, you're not having an elite performance. You lose the crowd real quick that way in the verses.
But here's my thing. Omarion's catalog. It's better if we just
is better.
Like if we're just like if you and I could just go back and forth and play. I play a Mario song, you play a Mario song. I'm gonna get smoked. And this ain't about that. We've seen it. That's why Jada Kiss smoked Fab. That's why the Lox smoked Dipset because when Mario songs came on, he had the crowd participation. He was cutting off. He was cutting off the track. He was harmonizing. He was doing vocal riffs. When Omarion was out there,
good live.
When Omarion was out there, he sounded like when you in the shower and then somebody called, but you still holding that note by accident. And then you brought out worse than that, and then you brought out the watermelon.
For what? Like what was that for, man?
See, that's why I was letting you get your shit off, Candy. But I was like, bro, he prepared. because you don't just bring watermelon out for
with the dumb stuff. But
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
but that's the
You had
same.
a game
That's why I
plan.
said. Remember, I start off saying he took the Jewels route. Like Jewels knew like all the little funny stuff. Like he knew like all the jabs and stuff that he was gonna throw, but he didn't think about their counteracts. Like he was like, oh, y'all don't even have no songs for the shorties. Not even doing his homework. You feel me?
Like, oh, we don't.
Like, But my thing is that for the simple fact is, are these people they watching Versus, or they just happy to be called?
They be happy.
They should have learned by now, right?
They just show up for the check.
Okay, because they should have learned by now, right? Because Jada has proven should have showed everybody from here on out that you better show up.
Yeah,
but
because everybody that underestimated their opponent got their ass whipped.
Dipset in the locks is really thanking Mario for this one because every verse that's come, they was like, don't pull a Dipset, don't pull a Fab.
Yeah, because they've been trying to redeem
off of them.
They've been trying to redeem themselves since.
Yeah, 100%.
If you've been listening to any Jim Jones interview or Cam,
Jim Jones had to drop another album just so he can get the conversation off of him.
He put it in a verse on that album. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they like tight. They definitely
tight.
They definitely, I think people need to start paying attention. If you're going to do a versus, you need to hold on. Take it off right quick.
Okay, sorry.
Y'all need to take it seriously. And if, like I said, if you can't do one, if you can't perform, you might just need to just sit it out. Like,
or do what you do in a concert. Put the track on and just have the track playing and sing a little bit over it.
Cause that ain't working. That ain't working either. I don't think. Like I think you have to perform, bro. Like
you have to do it, bro. You have to be able to. But you have to be able to rock a crowd,
he
bro.
He could have did it.
It's like MCing, bro. It's live. If you can't control the crowd, you're gonna lose it. So you have to figure out whatever it is you do best and how to maximize that, and also deflect whatever they do best. You got to try to minimize that. You got to keep it moving. You can't get caught up. Everybody that does a lot of the talking, they lose a lot. You're worried about the wrong thing.
All right, so we're gonna get to some of these comments because we got
right. Yeah, I just saw one.
I saw you seen one. Who do we want to see? Who do we want to see coming up in the verses?
Who do we want to see coming up in the verses? So I think now it's kind of like it just all depends because some of the newer artists, I don't necessarily think that they want to do it right now. Mm-hmm. I mean, of course, I would like to see, a No Limit Cash Money versus.
Yeah, I would love that.
I would love to see a No Limit Cash Money versus. Now that Snoop has purchased Death Row, I don't know what he can do with those tracks, but I would love to see a Death Row Bad Boys versus.
He said he got the masters now too, so he should be able to do whatever he wants.
So I would like that because I like stuff like that where it can kind of like bring things together. Because to me, I don't think some of the newer artists or the active artists would necessarily participate because as you can see, sometimes like I know Dipset isn't technically very active, but Jim Jones is still making music. Cam and Jewels, they a little iffy, you know what I mean? But you lose, now you're the topic of discussion if you get embarrassed. That's why, like you say, Jim Jones is out here having to put it in verse, like no pun intended. Like, so I don't know if active artists would necessarily do it, but I would like to see some of these legacy acts get out there. And quiet as is kept, I want to see Frankie Beverly and Maze get one in. I don't know who I would put them against, but like them my guys, man. I want to like oh, there you go. Like this one right here. I would like something like this right here would be dope. Where it's just, just some good old school vibes. Do that shit on like Labor Day weekend or something when you got a cookout popping, shit like that. Where it can be appointment TV.
Man, I want to see Bobby Brown versus somebody, man.
He went against
he went
against who did he get? Yeah, he went against Keith Sweat.
Keith Sweat.
Yeah, but I want to see like New Edition. That's what I meant to say. New Edition versus somebody, man.
Okay.
You feel me? Versus a better group. It can't be Bell Biv DeVoe, but I don't know.
You brought that up. I want to see Boys II Men versus Jodeci.
I was thinking that, but I just feel like their style, like Boyz II Men, is they more clean cut, and Jodeci's like dirty. So I feel like it's different crowd.
But that was important. They had a little rivalry when they were,
Here's my thing though.
We got 112 and Jagged Edge. That was a rivalry.
Y'all seen Casey and JoJo trying to sing.
I like Jagged Edge though.
Yeah, it was good.
I think Wanye can still hit them notes, so I think the performance might be a little bit better on Boys II Men side.
Yeah, it's gonna be now performance wise. It might be a lopsided battle, but
I don't know, man. Casey and JoJo, they know how to run a crowd, man.
And so that'll make it a good one.
You feel me?
I do.
Oh shit!
You said like you said, you brought up No Limit and Cash Money. I definitely want to see that. I think they old enough now for the beef is should be over. Man, now they should be able to be handling, be able to be on the stage and bring out multiple acts and get that done. That should be a nostalgic feeling for me. That's be something that I would definitely watch.
Cash Money got to be able to get together though. No Limit. Most of them still mess with P. A lot of them don't. A lot of the Cash Money artists
don't fuck with Baby.
It didn't end well.
But just don't bring Baby.
Right. And then let everybody else get a check.
You know what I'm saying? Just figure it out.
People who left No Limit when No Limit ended, people say like I at least I got paid. You feel me?
I know we probably ain't gonna get it because they definitely been back and forth and been beefing like I'm too big for you to get this one. Pause. But So Def and Bad Boy, like Diddy and Jermaine Dupri, I want to see that. Like
I do want to see that.
I want to see Jermaine Dupri on there anyway. I want to see a super producer versus another producer.
Yeah, I would
and then bring out multiple acts.
Yeah, because they did a lot with a lot of people, so it will be great. It will be great for the culture because people forgetting, bro. Jermaine Dupri had it for a hot moment, man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He had it, man. Back when he was around the time when he was doing Money and the Thing with Hov, I was a So Def fan. I ain't gonna lie to you.
For the fact that he was hanging with Hov and he not a real live rapper for say,
yeah,
like
man. I was sold on JD, man.
Yeah, that was
Hov definitely wrote the verse though.
Hey,
now Ross, this would end in violence.
Yeah, come on now.
Yeah, we're not getting that one like
never.
They said that those things can't be passed up, bro. Blood was shed over that, brother.
Yeah, that ain't never happening. We'll have to just build a playlist, my boy.
Yeah, it had to be Joe. Joe already won his. He just got to chill.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I think that's a good little list, a good little run.
Yeah. Well, we should definitely get
that would be.
I've been waiting for this.
I've been waiting for this.
Fire.
I've been waiting for this, but and y'all know I'm biased. I think we all might be on this one. I'm not sure, but I'm biased, and I think
I'm biased too. But
it's gonna be a great one.
No, I've done some research on Clue.
Yeah, this is gonna be a slug because those Clue tapes ain't no joke, bro.
Clue got plenty to go, like he got plenty to hang.
Right.
If they bringing out people,
he invented it, bro.
So that's why. But we need to see that.
But the cheat code that he got is Clue had New York when it was New York.
Yeah.
So he got everybody in their prime, like on his journey. He got like Hov in his prime, Big L, the Locks, things that never made the radio, man. So if you like bring him out, bro, it's crazy. But DJ Drama definitely is he's the 2000s DJ Clue, like.
And the thing about DJ Drama also is just like you said, like it's just what he can pull from is so crazy. And like from the inception, DJ Drama, he was there from the mixtape. I know we say Clue, he was one of the pioneers, but Drama, he's really the ones that pioneered it also and brought it from like the whole South. The entire game was like, I want a drama tape. I want a Gangsta Grills. And going through history, I like even if it's an artist you like, I don't really want to hear him. When you get on a Gangsta Grills mixtape, it's not like it's amazing. Drama ain't put out a bad Gangsta Grills mixtape.
There's a couple of them I ain't like.
Man, anybody would be 100%.
Yeah, but everybody that was
even
elite,
Hov 100%.
Everybody that was elite on there though. But he did a couple of people that I didn't like them personally, so I wouldn't have.
Just think that would be the one that we would like before we even get multiple people to bringing people out. It's a clash of two eras.
Yeah, it's definitely a clash of two eras. I love it.
Yeah, we should definitely see that one. We should definitely see that one.
Yeah. You think we ever gonna get this one right here?
No.
Well, yeah.
No.
Nah, we ain't gonna get it like we want.
Draymond still in the league.
We ain't gonna get Draymond versus Big Perk.
Because he just apologized. He said he posted an apology video on his channel. So because he know he went too far. And all I'm gonna say is about that is you can not like Perk comments, his opinion and all that. That's cool. But the thing about Big Perk is, he gonna talk, he gonna respond. It is what it
lost
is.
Respect.
But to call that man a coon is what I'm saying is like
he lost respect at that point.
It's like you went a little too far, bro. It's like
my thing is like, there's no need to stray to that. You get what I'm saying?
When people do stuff
like there's no need. Like y'all can have back and forth. Y'all still, even Draymond, even you talking about Perkins and what he's done on the court, and he ain't that good. This, and that. It's still a level of respect, and like I've always said, like
ain't that good, man.
It's certain things that you shouldn't say about another black man on these public platforms.
Facts.
Unless you really stand by.
Unless he's certified.
Yeah. Like I said, unless you truly stand by that shit, don't say that just for clicks.
Yeah.
Because now you starting to do what you
claim
to keep doing, but then also by doing that, that's some real shucking and jiving shit. Like right there for me to call him that on these platforms for these outsiders to see. That's some in-house conversation. That y'all should handle.
Response.
Exactly.
But Perkins gave him credence on what he said on JJ Redick's podcast. He was like, ESPN came to him and asked him to say something crazy on one of his takes, and he was like, all right, I'll go out there and say it. So if you're willing to just go out there just to say a hot take or a crazy take just for the views, then cool. Then it gives Draymond a reason to be like, okay, you out here chucking and jiving for the man, and you know what I'm saying. It's giving you credence and validity on me saying that. It's just the fact that these are words. It's certain words that when you say it, it's up.
Oh, 100%. And
so,
that's what I'm saying. To me, that's why it's just like, okay, I can call you out on that, but I ain't gonna call like I'll say you are like I'll say you playing a game. You just doing this for clicks. You ain't really, you don't really believe this stuff that you're talking about. You just kind of have nothing to do with that. Like, and that's what I'm saying. And I can't go as far as calling you a coon on, a large platform unless I truly, truly mean it.
Yeah.
Because a coon to me is someone who is directly against the advancement of our agenda.
Exactly. And I don't see that.
So if I call one of y'all that, like, I already know it's up when I see y'all. So it's like, or anybody that you slip around and call somebody that you don't know, you might get pieced up before you know what happens. So it's like you got, like you said, certain words you got to be careful with. You can't just go around, especially in this culture that we live in now. So it's like, come on.
But I understand that. I mean, like you say, he, heated a moment. You say some things that you didn't. He was a man enough to apologize. Like I said, you don't have to accept the apology, but he was man enough to.
I mean, he should.
Apology. And I hope that they, they should be on each other's podcast.
It wasn't unforgivable.
That's what I'm saying. So we can see.
It wasn't unforgivable. I feel like, all right, if he apologized, we can move on as man. We can do the podcast. I think it would be good for views.
I want to ask a question, but I don't want to like sound like asking for anyone to be canceled or something like that.
I mean, it's just too late now. You gotta ask it, bro.
Yeah.
Because to me, calling someone a coon is like a racial slur, right?
It's pretty close to it, man. It's almost calling somebody a traitor or a snitch.
Okay, because I just want to know, like, to me, like these things can, like, for certain groups, can just be flung around with no backlash or anything like that. But when you say certain things about other groups,
You can't fling snitch around, bro.
you can't like it's just it
Mhm.
does irreparable damage to your legacy and your reputation, and people automatically get canceled. So it's just like, how does like these certain things are just able to just be flung around so easy? And that's one of the things why it's like we need to really start to work together and not really start putting our business out there and our thoughts out there during these disagreements, especially on these platforms, because you can kind of like in reverse, just like you say, it gives credence to Draymond's argument. It can also give, like, it can hurt Draymond, because like, why are you just willingly out there speaking on one of your own like that, just out publicly? Like, if y'all got some beef, it's like, people always say basketball is a fraternity and stuff like that. Draymond, you still active. You should know, like, hey, bro, like, we got an issue. Let's handle this. Like, we know how to reach each other. If it's really an issue, like, okay, before it gets that far, hey, what's up? Like, you know where I'm at. I know where you at. Like, like, do we need to meet?
Yeah.
And so I don't understand. I don't understand that.
And it's a slur by definition.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we're shot. That's where we're shot. I mean, I wouldn't have took it that far. I understood where you was going with it, and I definitely understood the more and more you articulated your point. You know what I'm saying? I just felt, I mean, they will definitely stop us. That's this black on black crime, pretty much.
Oh, you need to stop eating these on camera. Not bad.
What, you eating licorice?
Yeah, these motherfuckers good, yo.
You just
what kind?
acting like it. Nah.
I'm sick of him, man. Get him out of my face, yo.
Oh man, but we got NBA free agency is definitely already started. It's supposed to be tomorrow. I don't know, but they got the legal tampering. We probably gonna wake up and hear nothing but reports tomorrow, or by the time we end this live tonight, we will get nothing but reports on somebody somewhere signing
here. Agreed to terms. Agreed.
Any more trades that happened today? We had a trade earlier.
We had the trade early for the Wizards. Monte Morris,
Monte Morris, and
Will Barton, KCP, and Ish Smith. They went from the Nuggets to the Wizards. That I like that trade for the Wizards.
Nuggets.
To be quite honest,
for the Wizards.
Yeah, why the hell would I like it for the Nuggets?
Because the Wizards still the Wizards.
Yeah,
the Wizards still the Wizards, but at least now they trying to piece. They piecing together some depth.
Okay.
Right now, based off right now, and of course, if they get Bradley Beal back, you got Bradley Beal, you got Porzingis, and now you just add Will Barton and Monte.
I just think Bradley Beal gonna leave, but that's me.
Leaving before, because I'm gonna ask you that. Okay. And I don't. Okay,
it just ain't.
We here. We talking about free agents.
I just feel like he just be spinning his wheels.
Do you think he's going to leave, or do you want him to leave? That's the question.
I actually think he's going. I think he's going to leave. I think that he's going to do that.
Yeah.
Why now?
Because he's starting to realize, like, hey, bro, I should have been gone. Like,
yeah, facts. That's what.
Because we've been saying this for far too long, and it's almost like Dame, where like at least Dame, he was getting into the playoffs, But Bill, we just like, hey, bro, you got it. You just gotta go. You just gotta go. And I think he's gotten to the point like, all right, I'm a legend at the bank. Let me do something on the court now. I think. I ain't putting nothing past him. I just think it's just a feeling that I got.
Yeah.
This is the first time that he's eligible for that $200 million. No, I'm saying he been getting the max. This ain't the first time he been a free agent. This ain't the first time he didn't got a new contract. He's been a regular, 100. It's the 200.
All right. Well,
I get that,
well.
but
Then I
it's
put it
like
like this: he
150,
gonna be requesting a
200.
trade in the next year too.
Do I want to be in basketball? Hell, because
That's what it's gonna be. He ain't
that's what
turning
it
down.
comes down to.
He ain't
Because
turning down that 200. He gonna
because he
request
can
a
go
trade
4
too.
years and get a max somewhere else. Or you can take that super max, you feel me, and be in hell. So it's like you have to choose what you want, because I don't see in this climate of the NBA, you're gonna have to pair some stars together to make a run. And I don't
you ain't
see
just
no
winning it by
other
yourself.
star coming to DC, bro. Not as constructed right now. I just don't see it.
My thing about it is, if you make a decision, that's your decision. I'm not gonna be mad at you, whatever you decide to do. I understand that, like I said, that is 200 mil.
Nah,
You know what I'm
come
saying?
on,
Who am I to sit here and be like,
yeah,
nah, bro,
it's
don't take it.
generational. We argued that against you the other day, so I do feel your point.
Yeah. So and of course I was trolling, indicated that.
I know, but I'm just saying.
But it was ways. I just at this point, it was ways that he could have got out and still could have been at this point where he's still been eligible for the 200
super
mil.
max.
Is what I'm saying. Is like
By
now
getting that
all of a
traded and
sudden
stuff.
that
Yeah,
you ready to go. If he leaves, I will be happy for it. I mean, he was going to make somebody a contender if
Absolutely.
he goes to the right
But what
situation.
if he goes to another dumb place though?
Then he should have stayed his
Then
ass in Washington.
he should have stayed.
Because I was thinking
you
it was
can't do
earlier,
that.
what if he goes to the Knicks or somewhere else?
Then he got CTE. You know what I'm saying? Then he got CTE, bro. He just stupid. I'm just straight up.
A sack town, you feel me?
Oh, that's worse.
You feel what I'm saying? You just stupid.
Yeah, no, yeah,
I
you
could just stay
deserve
in DC,
you deserve all that.
You just stay in DC where you already comfortable at, and
Yeah, be at Park, be at Rose Bar.
If he gets out, that he does go to a contender. I just hope so, man.
It should be his only option. Like if you leave and go to a contender,
It's stupid.
It's weird because a lot of these teams, where are the max slots at?
You said
teams
what?
haven't. Where are the max slots at?
Yeah.
A lot of teams that haven't positioned themselves to acquire a star. It's a lot of signing trades that's going to happen. You had to dump some salary. It's a lot of complications that's going to happen. Now it can get done. We've seen it done before.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that like this is going to be so hard that it's not going to be done. But I'm just saying
make a way.
They're definitely going to make a way. It's just the fact that that's why we can't see the team. Like I see. We think about the team. We just don't know that point. We're like, well, where the hell is he gonna go?
Right.
Like, because normally, like say, boom, prime example, when it was time for the Nets, when they had 2 max slots, you knew what time it was with them. You knew who was going there. When the Lakers had their max slot, you knew what time. When teams had their max slot, you knew somebody was going to get this max slot, or somebody. It was at least we can say, well, he's going there.
Right. And remember what I was saying about these NFL owners and GMs resetting the market, like trying to reset the wide receiver market eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I think this might, because we saw some of these, players, like just everybody just signing these, max contracts and these large deals. It's almost like they are trying to just build up their team and trying to regulate who is actually going to get certain max deals. And I'm not saying it's, completely done, but I could see it potentially moving that way eventually.
Well, that resonates now because we don't have star power in this free agency class.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, because it was almost like regardless of the star power in the free agency class, people was getting that max deal. You know what I mean?
But the stars is going to get the max. Like Levine is going to get the max. He get the 5-year max for the Bulls. That's Zach Levine. Like Bradley Beal is going to get the max. James Harden. I think he declined getting whatever he was going.
He declined his option. I think now he's trying to sign something to be more.
Reports he's trying to do a team favorable deal,
which
should.
Which would say a lot about him. So I'm definitely intrigued in seeing that. I want to wait. I want to wait and see what really happens.
Yeah, Ross said he's gonna be in Philly. He's gonna be in.
What
Philly.
What does it say about him? Like that he wants to win? Because I just don't feel like you should ever take less in these times from what your value is.
Me and Hill argue this shit all the time. So
he already had a supermax,
and I get it. And if I'm still available for it, I need it again, because me taking a little bit less ain't going. That's not gonna. What's that gonna do to the salary cap? I still gotta be. You feel me? So I might as well get.
Well, what is that? If he takes a little bit less, and it allows them to bring some key pieces into that team, and now they're a legitimate contender, and then they go out there and win.
Is the difference for them going to the next level? And if you say that, then I'm cool. Then that's a good move. Then
I mean, Tim Duncan and the Spurs, they did it all. They did it often.
But that was in a different climate. Like,
what was so different about the climate? What was so different? He was still eligible for the max.
Yeah, but it wasn't these 200. It wasn't these type max.
But it was still.
But the numbers still went. But let's say all like everything incrementally changed. So back then, you know, what Tim Duncan like was getting for in the max, that was what, you know, incrementally and what the dollars allotted for. So, you know, him taking less. But
that's how the Warriors got KD.
Yeah.
Because Draymond didn't take his max that he was offered.
As he shouldn't have.
But,
you feel
okay.
Certain people shouldn't, but it's like I feel like if you're worth it, ain't gonna be too many times in your life when you're worth it.
That's my thing. You can't say what you said about being worth it when technically Draymond was worth it for the Warriors. Like I said before,
he time for less, so technically he won't.
No, if
only worth what you paid.
Bron did it in Miami,
and he was only worth what he was paid.
No, he took less.
Yeah, I know, and I don't understand why that. When Chris Bosh was making more than him, I said, I wouldn't have done that.
It was a benefit of the team. He got 2 rings for it.
He wanted to win, so
he
went to 4 straight.
I feel like even if you get more, Bosh would have took less, and he would have still came.
Now I understand that. That's a logistical.
The only reason why I'm making this. Yeah, but what I'm saying is get what you can while you can out of these people.
But at this point, they already got it.
But I think what Hill's saying is like LeBron and James Harden and people like that, they're in a position to be able to take less. To make the destination more attractive for somebody like Bosh, because now if I'm gonna get what Bron should get, and Bosh, somebody comes out and say, oh well, we gonna offer Bosh a max instead of, you know, Bron taking less, and then the Heat, he may not be able to get the max, but he can get a very comfortable salary and play a pivotal role in a championship team, or he can just be on a losing team.
Let me be clear, Ken. I'm not telling him to take less.
Neither. I just said that.
What I'm saying, I understand if that's what he wants to do for the benefit of his legacy, the team, and everything. So I understand if you do it, but if I'm not. These are not my words. Say James Harden, your ass is washed up. Take less money. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just. I want to make that clear.
I'm not saying that. You're saying that.
And then let me make my.
I'm saying is that if I were Harden, I'm getting everything that I can. That's it.
Let me just make my stance clear too.
He shouldn't do it or not, but I wouldn't.
It's my job to play basketball and make all the money I'm earned. It's those people in the front office job to bring in everybody else.
Facts.
So I know I was arguing a different point, but pay me what I'm worth. Y'all figure the rest of this shit out.
When Bron took less, I said the same thing. I've always been like that. Unless it's a lesser tier player like Draymond, then I really don't care. You feel what I'm saying? Because like, all right, I really don't care. But it was like when Bron did it, I was like, yo, no, I was like, and they was like, oh, he wouldn't have got the deal done. It's like, bro, if I were out of a call, Bron would be like, look, Chris Bosh, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. You're taking less, nigga. Come to fucking Miami. Excuse my language, dang, man.
You really meant that. That's why I laughed.
Mad, boy.
That's why I laughed.
He meant like Booker T.
He said that. It was like, oh,
okay, we coming for you, nigga. All right, hold on. We got let's get back on track. Oh man. That's a classic moment, bro. He was thinking Hulk Hogan, bro.
Boy,
that was promo, bro.
When he was into it, boy, he was into it.
So we got to trade. So DeJounte Murray traded to the Hawks, and they did not give up John Collins,
which was elite.
Let's talk about it.
Elite.
That was amazing.
Give up picks, which is
go ahead.
I'm trying to tell people about these NBA picks. It takes time to develop them. It's their first round picks, but they're not lottery, or you don't know if and they shouldn't be lottery based off the team that they're building. So it's like, what are these back end picks going to do for us? Let me take some young certified talent, pair it with my core already. I like the move for the Hawks because the Hawks were a problem. They were a problem last year already. So it's like, oh, we get better. Plus, we coaching and we bring back Trey, who's a young phenom. We bring back Collins. We add DeJounte Murray. So it's like, bro, I like it, man. So it's like, hey, and I feel like they could figure out. You can figure out ways to get picks back later on.
Yeah,
it's NBA.
Because if it don't work, all right, boom, we just break this up and just get something for Murray or whatever. My thing is, what it showed in this playoff was that they needed another playmaker so bad.
Yep.
They need. I don't care the position. They needed another playmaker because Trey was out there just the only one that can make things happen. So now you go get another one. That's elite.
Yeah.
Now the funny thing about it gets the free Trey up.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can learn though, because he's never really played off the ball ever in his life. So hopefully he can learn. DeJounte, hopefully he can learn to play alongside.
You should be able to play off ball.
But this is the thing. What Trey needs to really do now is he really need to study the motherfucker that they tried to compare him to. He need to go study Steph.
Facts.
He need to see how Steph play off the ball, how he makes himself useful, and how he can become not only a decoy but a weapon, where he's not just just standing still trying to catch and shoot, but running off the screens, running off pin downs, all of that. I
want you to expound on that, Mark, as much as you can in the comment. I get it. I mean, I can understand the
like in full reset mode is the only thing that I could understand. They draft so well that the picks are worth more to them with them not being in a contender.
But they have the cap space now. Right now, they could have read up and got a team together with DeJounte Murray.
But I've actually heard that they didn't want to pay. I heard they didn't want to pay DeJounte Murray. That's why
I heard that. I heard that also.
Okay. Well. Okay. Cool.
It was like that's. But it's like, why not? That's the thing. Like,
okay. Because like I said, hey, he's not perfect,
right?
I mean, when it comes,
he's young.
No. When I say he's not perfect, I'm talking about Pop and the Spurs organization. Some of these moves that they make, they try to seem like they smarter than everybody.
Don't always work.
Exactly.
I mean, you can't be right all the time.
And like I say, they've been missing. It's the fact that he can coach, and then like I say, he can coach, and then try to ease some of that pain. But like some of these decisions is really not well working.
Like Belichick, it's looking like
it's looking real Belichick-ish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's like that's one thing I like about the move from the Hawks too. You gotta be able to smell a team like that. You gotta be able to smell a team that want to rebuild. You feel me? Or want
to? But you was talking to him before draft day. You was offering John Collins, and they like, when would he want John Collins? Huh?
Hey, draft day them.
Yeah,
they got
really.
That's just a part of the bait. That's a part of the whole. You feel me?
Yeah.
And come back around on the back end and only give them picks.
Now they need to go ahead and fix that relationship with John. Hey, but listen, bro. We had to use his bait.
Oh, they should have called him already.
Yeah,
like, look, bro, you see, we wanted you. We want you here, bro.
Look, that should have been from the jump. Hey, bro, we just got you on the hook, dog. Hey, don't worry about it. Everything straight. We just trying to make some shit shake.
But on the Spurs end, it does entice my prediction I got for them this offseason.
They tanking.
Yeah, they can be taken. That's cool.
Oh, I thought that was your prediction, man.
But they cool. They can be taken. That's fine. Because I mean, obviously you're in rebuild mode. Because I don't even know what y'all gonna do with Lonnie Walker.
Right.
Like he restricted free agent too. But they definitely about to go get Aiden. They about to offer him the max. They about to offer him the max right now.
Hey, man, what he gonna do out there? He gonna be the star?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but that team actually that they have won't be bad because you got Devin Vassell.
Who?
Devin Vassell, I'm telling you, watch out for Devin Vassell, man. He's gonna be a really great wing. He can score. He can guard.
Kenny, you were supposed to do that. I had to take your
right.
No, because I like. Yeah, I like wings. I think he's decent though.
The only thing is
if they didn't do that.
The only thing is, if they go out and get Aiden, what they'll have room for to, like I said, like you said, they have room to bring in some other pieces, but
Mm-hmm.
it depends on how they bring in Aiden and stuff like that. If it's a sign and trade, who they got to give up. But if they just able to just outright get Aiden, it ain't gonna be a bad team.
Hey, they don't. Why give up anything?
That's what I'm saying.
Who would they sign and trade?
That's what I said. But why?
That's
They
what I'm
have
saying.
they have the cap space to just offer him a deal. They don't have the ammunition. They don't have to sign and trade him for nothing. They can just sign him to the max offer sheet and hopefully that and put the ball in Phoenix court. Like, hey, what y'all gonna do?
The one thing I will say is I think they are trying to get Jakob Pertl's contract off of their books because I think he might be on a long-term deal, and I think they want to get him off the book. So that may be one of the things that they try and do is try and make that swap.
And if y'all take on that contract, I'm sending Cannon to your crib.
Don't send him to my crib. Send him to James Jones' office.
No, I'm sending to your crib. Slap him, Cannon. Slap somebody.
Nah, he ain't gonna slap me. We gonna slap somebody together.
Somebody. But once again, I do feel that that's just my prediction. I think that they love a big man. The Spurs love a big man. David Robinson.
I think he
Tim Duncan. They was all in on LaMarcus Aldridge when it was time when he was a free agent.
I think Pop might see. And don't get I'm not saying they're the same person. I think Pop might see David Robinson and DeAndre Ayton, and he's trying to be like, okay, this could be my last little hurrah, and I can see what I can do with this before I get up out of here.
That's the only reason.
And if it work, it work. If it don't, it don't. And I'm not leaving the cupboard bare.
Especially, like I said, they have the ammunition and cap space to offer him the max. Nobody else is plans on offering him the max.
Because that's why the Hawks fell out. Because the Hawks was like, we're not offering him the max either. And I think the Pistons was like, we'll just draft and see
I don't think they planned on drafting it. I think they planned on, they had a game plan. They executed their game plan very well, and they just changed it. So now they're going to alternate from offering the Aiden to offering
a good plan fell in their lap, and it was like, well, and now you got Cade, and I think the timelines match up with these two young players, and it's like, okay, I can build a young core.
Which would, like I said, it would have made sense if they went and got Aiden, but like you said, you went and drafted another big man, so use that money on somebody else. I just don't. I keep seeing, what's crazy? I keep seeing a lot of people just linking everybody to the Mavs. The Mavs this.
I've seen Ayton linked to the Mavs, and I'm like, why?
Like everybody's been linked to the Mavs.
They need a piece to go to the next level.
Before that Christian Wood trade, I was like, okay, that's a possibility.
They need to be active though. So it's like the way they're currently constructed, you can't get over the hump.
This is the thing, Ken. In the Mark Cuban era, they've been active. They've been positioning themselves max slots for max players numerous times. Even when they had Dirk, even when they was good. They've been doing this. Nobody goes.
I know, but
DeAndre Jordan went and left. He literally went and left.
That was going to be the free agent, like you said. The big free agent that y'all finally going to get was DeAndre Jordan.
Hey,
just because he was from Texas.
Like you said,
they've been trying.
A lot of star power in this one. So this is the time you get some B pieces. You feel me?
But you trying to spend big money though.
Hey, that's what it costs now.
But think about it. Because I think that experiment from playing with Porzingis, I think a lot of players seem like, hey, Luka really ain't that fun to play with.
Bro, like even if you look at the playoffs,
Jordan wasn't that fun to play with. Like you got to make sacrifices in life. Like I want to go to the NBA and play with the most funnest teammate. Or I want to go to the NBA.
This is the AAU era though. They go to places to play.
I got a rebuttal for that, Cannon.
But I'm just saying, like, bro, like Kobe, they said Kobe wasn't fun to play with. Most champions are not.
I know where you're going here. Go ahead.
They won.
Exactly. I get it. I'm just saying, like, bro, he's still young.
But they won.
I'm not writing him off like he got a chance.
I'm not writing him off either. But I'm talking about how the players is looking at it.
Yeah. So
last year was his first time getting out the first round.
Time when Kobe wasn't winning, Jordan wasn't winning, and people still play with them because they saw the potential. So it's like you got to make sacrifices. Like you ain't gonna get it done by yourself. These people that are saying that they're not fun to play with, so you're gonna have to put up with Luka not being fun to play with. Play your damn role.
But I think you said like go get a lot of B's.
Yeah.
If they go get a lot of B's, that team is still a force to be reckoned with. Like for example, like my other prediction, I got Mo Bamba going there. Okay,
man,
cool.
Listen, I ain't as high on Mo Bamba as some people are.
Did we just say bees?
Yeah.
Did we just say bees?
Know, but
okay then. We talk about bees.
I just personally don't like him. Let me just say
I'm not saying that he's the greatest thing, but I think he can be a piece. You put together with him with Christian Wood, you already got Dodo there.
No, he could be a piece.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, and then Mo Bamba could be going somewhere else. I'm just saying, could be a piece. All right, Bradley Beal ain't going there. That's all I'm saying. Bradley Beal ain't going.
That's another place. Like I honestly think one of the reasons to your point earlier, like big names don't want to. It's Dallas Mavericks. Like there's nothing cool about it. Like I've never like. You don't want to go there. Like
like I said before, the big name players go where they feel like there's competence. It ain't just like we said when we're talking about these free agency destinations. It was just like, unless you like some teams, they'll want to stick around. Some of these star players, they try and stick around at where they at and make the most money and see if it'll work, or they gonna go wherever they see somebody else that's almost there making it work.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't like everyone was telling Giannis was like when his contract was up, like, oh, you gotta go, you gotta get up out of there.
He's one of the few that did it,
and he was like, nah, I'm gonna stay.
True,
he made it happen. But then, like, you look at Kawhi. Kawhi was like, he ended up like Kawhi was like, I want a chip here. I'm here. I want a chip here. I'm gone. And
yeah, try to get another one.
The Clippers. I mean, I'm not gonna like
contenders.
The Clippers ain't a free agency destination. Yes, it's in LA, but
it's not,
because to me, the Clippers aren't a free agency. That's like, okay, I'll rephrase that.
Because they've been getting free agents, so why not?
Look, that's what like that's why let me rephrase that.
Yeah,
when you look at it, the Lakers should have been the free agency destination that like just from lineage and legacy and stuff like that. But after the Lob City era, it was almost just like, okay, now teams that are going back to LA, they kind of like, okay, let me see what's going on because of the recent success. It wasn't just like, oh, I'm trying to go to LA, let me go be a Laker. It was like, I'm gonna go try and do this at the Clippers. They're not the free agency destination, like the large market free agency destination, because they're second fiddle in their own building. That's what I'm saying. When I talk about free agency destinations, when we're talking about, oh, everybody talk about the Knicks, everybody talk about the Lakers. But when there's no true free agency landing spot outside of, like we said, Miami and like a couple places, that's it.
I think those teams have figured out. I think it had a lot of let's beat LeBron.
It's always been that. It's definitely always been that.
I'm gonna say that too.
But a lot of people, some people was gearing up to join them.
Yeah, some
when they seen him at his peak, they was like, let me try to get with LeBron. Let me join him. Now they seen some chinks in his armor. They feel that they can go against him, beat him, add on to their legacy. Like, look what I did to LeBron. That's why a lot of people have been running to the
Kevin Durant.
True. But I'm just saying, if you look at for the past 2 years, like I said, when we got Anthony Davis, they went and got Kawhi and got PG. And next thing you know, when it came to all the free agents or the buyout markets, all the trade rumors and all the positions, it was always the Lakers and the Clippers is always linked up. And where did they end up going? We lost all the buyouts to the Clippers.
Yeah. And then even still, remember, like even like in his like early prime, everybody always said the East was weak. Yeah. But it also wasn't just like by happenstance. A lot of people was leaving the East because like, hey, bro, like the East is his. Yeah. We got a better chance in the West. Facts. It's more of a crapshoot in the West.
I said that for years, man.
And the beauty part, I mean, a lot of people wasn't gearing up to go to Cleveland. I do understand that. It was hard for him to get people obviously it was hard for him the first time. Second time, they was lining up to get to Cleveland the second time.
Yeah, second time. All right. They was like, fuck it. Let's go do this. Let's go do this.
Y'all seen what Shump and JR said about?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we finna go get this jewelry.
Feel what I'm saying? That's how you think about it. But now, I said, now that the people see chinks in his armor. They seen that he's older. They seen that okay, now we can beat LeBron. Now he ain't the big bad wolf no more. So now let's go gear up and let's go other places. I'm saying, think about it. And when it comes to free agency, you have the stars attract more stars. Yeah. I understand last year that the game plan that the Lakers had when it came to free agency didn't work, but the plan did come to fruition only because that they did have stars. Think about it. You went and got Westbrook. You can get nobody else other than vet minimum guys. All the vet minimum guys that you would really link to, you got.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's because of the star power that you had. So now look at the Clippers. Cool. Say what you want about John Wall. Blah blah blah. You got star power.
Absolutely.
Those fields.
Say what you want about KY. He got star power.
And PG. That's my whole point. So when it comes to the veteran minimum contract, when it comes to making a decision, and be like, oh, should I go to the Clippers or should I go to the Lakers? Where you think they're going to decide to go? They can go to the Clippers.
Especially with the Clippers, the way they see it is, like I said, we have a chance to beat LeBron, and you still got younger players
making them a free agent destination.
Making them a free agent destination. Yeah,
it's gonna be a tough time this offseason for LA, bro. And hey, that's their fault.
Yeah,
yeah,
man. Got to find out a way to get rid of. Got to do a trade. Got to trade Westbrook somehow, some way, man.
You ain't gonna see that to the trade deadline, bro.
Out of there too, man.
Somehow, you see that to the trade deadline. You ain't gonna see no LeBron trade, bro. You might well get out your thoughts.
Hey, man, blockbuster. Shake up the world, man.
What would you get back? Like, what would be an acceptable trade for LeBron?
Everything.
You'll get the draft pick compensation that you want. You'll get a young you'll get a star. You'll get a depth. You ain't gonna get no star.
And I want the coach and the GM too.
So you just ask for anything.
Because does LeBron got a no trade?
This is an unprecedented trade.
He don't have a no trade, right?
But this would be an
unprecedented. LeBron.
Yeah,
facts. You gotta Adam Silver has to approve anything I do. Like, come on now. I got the bat phone straight to Adam Silver. Like, come on now.
So when it comes to free agency, so what do y'all think? What's your hot take? Or not necessarily a hot take, or what y'all think was going to happen in this free agency? Like, y'all got a prediction. I'm the only one making prediction about it.
So my hot take is really just, I think this is going to be one of those free agencies. The NFL, the last couple of years, they kicked up their free agency. They done kicked up their trade deadline. I think this is going to be that year that NBA free agency is going to be like, there ain't really much going on. I think you're gonna have a couple players that's going to end up staying put. That's going to really put a damper on the market, like
I feel.
Yeah. And which is still a possibility. So it's just gonna be like once the big names stay put, and it doesn't bring any they don't go to a team where it's just like, okay, now this team is going to be a possible contender. Can this team hang with the Warriors? Can this team hang with Milwaukee, Miami, things like that? It's like this is just time to look towards next season.
Yeah, I only see teams getting better. I don't really see no tidal wave shifts in the league or anything like that happening. And like you said earlier, it's just not the star power. So it's like you're gonna have to really GM. Like this is the free agency to show us your GM skills.
Mm-hmm.
This is where you want to use those analytics.
James Jones, I'm talking to you.
Specific type players, because this ain't a certified game changer that you're dropping in there, unless Bill. You know what I mean? Bill could be. But show us your GM skills. Like, get those pieces that can complete your team. Lakers, you need to make your bench legitimate. Your bench needs to be legitimate, man.
I got some pieces. I got some things about to come on. I got an off-season plan that I think should help us out.
I hope so, man. Something.
Some players, some target players that we should.
Because LeBron went off the floor last year. Oh my gosh.
Send that facts with your plan.
We do know the wing market is going to be hot. everybody's looking for a wing, and so these wings may get overpaid just off the simple fact that the wing market is going to be, crazy. So we're gonna see that. That's not really a hot take. I think everybody can agree with that, understand that. I think everybody's thinking that. I ain't saying I'm, come up with anything special, but I'm like I said, I made my prediction. Where y'all think Bill going? Hey, Sean, go to sleep.
Yeah, Sean, relax. Levine finna sign that max and be in shit. Like he finna go to Lou Malnati's tomorrow.
He already see. They already said he about to resign his. Go get some sleep, bro.
Yeah, it's okay. And I understand. Bro. Like to be quite honest,
Rob got a plan, bro. Rob been working. Rob been working. Hey, all the plans don't hit.
Yeah,
got a plan.
I'd rather you have a plan and it don't hit than just don't hit on shit.
That's the funny thing about Pat. See, we can always laugh at the results. We can do what you do. That's fine, and all power to it.
All this should be a crapshoot.
But he had a plan. Like
it was a good plan.
He had a plan, multiple years, multiple times. Like I said, they just didn't hit. Like I said, don't nothing really matter unless
Yeah, Bill might if he do go somewhere.
Why do y'all think? Why do y'all think this though? Like, why do people?
Because you want to. It's about powering up someone else. Like if he wants to win, he been in basketball hell. So if he wants to win, he gotta put some star power. Like so, it's like I gotta go somewhere. Like most of the other teams are locked and can't afford to pay me. So it's like going there is better than staying. I don't care. That's better than staying in DC, bro. Like
we don't have to keep saying that. We do understand that.
So it's like, all right,
I just don't see it.
And I'm not sure that would work. I'm not saying if that would work, but on paper, like he's probably gonna be sold by something on paper. I don't know if whatever he wants to do is gonna work. You feel me? But he got to try something. Because like AJ said, he a legend at the bank. Like if you can keep being a legend at the bank, or you can try to make something shake, man. You need to try to make something shake, and I don't think that would be that bad. Going to play with Luka.
So I know you're asking where we thought he was going to go.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about it. Remember Ross brought up Philly, which is possible. It's a long shot. What about Cleveland?
Everybody want to Cleveland, bro.
I know what you're saying, but like that's a really solid young team.
It is, but I just feel
he could
in the DC, man.
But I think their core is better than what he has in DC right now.
Yeah, but not enough. I don't think it's good enough to do anything.
I know people didn't want to go there when LeBron was there. I know what you're saying.
Exactly. So why the hell I'm going to Cleveland without him?
Yeah, at least DC is a better city.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah, if I'm gonna lose, I'm
just saying, I just don't think that he's going to lose there per se, like he's been losing in DC.
But he's also not gonna win anything either.
Of course.
Like I said, he been out the first round before. Like
so it's like at this point, like a few more extra wins ain't selling him. Like it's gonna have to be game changer.
What?
I was ignoring that, but I don't understand. Yeah,
Jarvis, please tell me why he doesn't have one.
Because he was hurt and he forgot about him. That's all.
Okay, that's probably right. Because Giannis definitely won a ring and one of his co-stars. I just someone hug Jarvis, please.
My guy, hug, man.
Right, give him a hug.
Funny thing about it, I know this ain't even a hot take either, but we know Pat Riley gonna do something, right?
Bro, yes. All right.
Hey, and the mob gonna mob, man, every time.
Because the funny thing about the fact that I even seen Jalen Brunson was meeting with the Heat.
When I seen that, I'm like, sheesh. I don't think it's too highly of Jalen Brunson where I think he could be the Knicks savior. But shit, you put him in a Heat uniform.
Yeah, you put him in a Heat. Oh my God.
My thing about, I don't think he's being
the savior. He's not supposed to be the savior if he goes to the Knicks.
I just think that he's the playoff piece.
Yeah,
like he's the playoff piece.
I agree with you on that here. But he's definitely a bigger piece if he goes to Miami.
Nah, it's definitely a bigger piece.
But
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I personally wouldn't go to New York, but I don't think that that's a bad move for him to go there. Like he can, I feel like it's also an opportunity to make a name for himself, a bigger one.
Because the funny thing about it is everybody got let's get Bill to Dallas. If he's looking at it, if Dallas is just so popping, why won't I just stay in Dallas, right?
Yeah,
you're right.
What's the problem?
He probably don't want to play with Luka.
And if he don't want to play with Luka, what? Oh, okay.
He don't understand.
There you go.
He young.
And quiet as it's quick. If I'm leaving Texas, a state with no income tax, it's gotta be worth it.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially to go to New York.
Somebody ain't schooling them. You feel me?
Because that's
like, man, I'm sick of Luka, man. He don't pass.
This was the rumor starting off last year. I think Bill will go to Boston because he got this relationship with Jason Tatum. That was the rumor last year. And once again, I had to sit there and think, like, bro, free agents don't go to Boston either. They don't go to Boston.
Bro, Boston is damn near like Utah. Like, we ain't going there.
And on top of that, they will go have that signing trade is gonna be nasty. Like, you're gonna have to give up Jaylen Brown.
Tatum will be the odd man out after this performance.
Nah, he won't be.
He would. You set Bill, you bring in Bill, send Tatum out. They
only going there to play with Tatum, bro.
They go to game 7, bro.
You're only going there to go with
Tatum.
bro.
I'm
if he go, but he won't.
I'm telling you what the GM is thinking.
I think the benefit, not the problem with that, is they went to the finals without him. They about to gear up on some bees. Like Mo Bamba.
Obama can help a team like that, though.
Exactly.
I just don't like him personally. Like,
I'm not. I know we just talked about him way too much. Like, I'm not vouching for him. Like, he's
not
super
even
good.
that. Like the NBA was doing like campaigns on. I hate when I felt like they was purposely trying to push him. You feel me?
It was kind of like when you used to hate Giannis.
I mean, I ain't never really hate Giannis, man.
Oh, you hate him.
Oh, you hated Giannis.
Yeah.
For no reason, bro.
And
you said it. You said it.
No, I feel like they crowned him, but I ain't hate him. Like, I just don't like Mo Bamba. Like, I always liked the person Giannis. You feel me? I didn't like how they were crowning him before he did anything, but he earned it. So it's like I respect it.
Okay, you did say that.
But I ain't never just not like the person Giannis. Like, I always liked how he carried himself. You feel me?
I can respect.
You don't like Shaq West either.
Hey, man.
All right, y'all.
Oh shit! Did we have a black movie reference today?
I don't think so. I think we finally hit the under.
Damn it! All right, the streak has been broken. We'll do better next week.
Yeah,
it probably was one though.
Nah, cause we hit the wrestling one. That one, I don't. We ain't had no black movie joint this week.
The book of
yeah.
You fucked up. Where can they find us here?
I know it catches on all major podcast platforms. 3Man Weave, Instagram, Twitter, 3Man Weave _ You can email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. We also on TikTok and Twitch. Shouts out to the fours. Throw your fours up. And we out.
Motherfucker.